What's up, my good people? Welcome to the very first video of the Not So Professional Outdoors. I am Carson, and today we are going to be taking a trip up to the home of Napoleon Dynamite, aka the Potato State. We are going to be doing some camping, some campfire cooking, and hopefully tangle with a few fish while we're up there. We got a 6-hour drive ahead of us, so come along for the ride and we'll see what happens. So, 6.5 hours later, we made it, but we've already run into a couple problems. So, there's a windstorm, it's raining, and I have just discovered that this is no longer empty. So, that's my crossing point to be able to get to the main channel of the river. But the other issue is I gotta find cover. I have my tarp, that's usually my rain cover and my awning, but I don't really have anything to tie it to because it's all just brush. So we are going to try and figure something out, but realistically the whole goal has already been accomplished because I am in the middle of nowhere with no people anywhere near me. All right, we are officially done creating our awning. 2 tips: always have paracord and a tarp with you wherever you go. I guess in an outdoor setting, don't go to a job interview with paracord and a tarp. I mean, we're rocking. We got her set up. This again is where the not so professional part comes in, because I don't care what it looks like as long as it functions and as long as it works. We make do with what we have. The only downside, couldn't string it all the way across on the top just because I don't have that long of a dealio. But here we are. Strung up. Now we can just sit under here and hang out and have a good time. So, there you go. 2 early tips. Tarp and paracord everywhere you go, except job interviews. And have a high and a low. It doesn't have to be massive, but just don't make it flat. Allow the water to run off if it needs to. Somehow made it all the way over there. I gotta get over here. I got a stick. Because it's about thigh high, halfway across right there, and then it shallows up again. So we did some scouting, walked around the river. I'm gonna be honest, it's not looking good. I'm not entirely sure how the fishing is supposed to go because I can't even really get to the main chunk, so I might just have to, I don't know, I think the plan tomorrow I might try again and walk over and get across the river. But I think if anything, I'm just gonna have a walk. If we don't get any fishing done, that's fine. But for now, it's dinner time. For dinner, I wasn't sure what the time would be when I got here. So we got canned deer. I don't remember if this deer is from South Carolina or Texas, but we're gonna create this, build it up, get some coals. It's nice, all I gotta do is preheat it. But there's the start of our fire, right? So what we end up doing, once you get enough of this fire going, you take these coals and you make a little track over to them, and then you just cook it on top of the coals. So it ends up being cooked. I know it doesn't look very good, but it's really good. And I mean, that's pretty much as easy as it can get. You do all the work at home, get everything prepped, ready. Just like that. Bone apple teeth. All right, morning of our first full day. We are all up in our get up. It was pretty cold last night, but it's not supposed to rain today, so that's good. Should be sunny. You know, we should be all set. We got an 11-foot switch rod that I'll be swinging streamers with, and then I got a 9-foot 3-weight. That I'm gonna mix between nymphs, beads, dries. We'll see, because I guess out here you can always count on cutthroat coming up. Guys, I don't know how much filming I'm gonna be able to do, because I'm gonna be in the middle of a river. And back to the not so professional, I don't have a chest mount. All I have is a little $5 tripod, and I can't really put that in this river. It's gonna get washed off. So hopefully it's a lot of release videos and things like that. So we'll see how this goes. All right, we made the crossing. I don't know how good the audio is gonna be, but I can't really walk a lot, especially without a walking stick, because these rocks are like stepping on a freaking banana in Mario Party. There's supposed to be like 5,000 fish per mile in here, so something's got to be swimming. So I mean, we'll see. Even one fish is successful. The whole goal of the not so professional outdoors is to be away from people. And as you can see, I got the river to myself. Look at that. Up today. Unfortunately, I didn't really have anywhere to set up a camera or do anything like that. I have a $5 tripod, and all I have is my phone. So that's part of the not so professional. There is no production value. There is no multiple camera angles. So I apologize in advance for that. I was skeptical this morning and last night after kind of seeing how things were looking. It turned out to be a really good day. I lost more fish than I landed, which is kind of nuts considering we hauled in probably 15 to 25 whitefish, like big healthy mountain whitefish. They were chunks. I think the smallest one was 12 and the biggest was 18. The species that I came here for to check off of my bucket list after I'm 26, so probably 23 years of fishing, I caught my very first cutthroat today. And these ones are freaking awesome. Their cut is just the bright flaming orange. I got to, caught my very first one on a little pheasant tail nymph, about size 16. And that one was maybe 6 to 8 inches. But after that, I put on a big chubby Chernobyl. When I tell you the coolest eat I've ever seen, I'm like, I've went mousing for rainbows. I've done all that kind of stuff. But this by far, This thing came up out of the water and just free willied this fly. It was absolutely awesome. I got to see the entire thing come up out of the water. But when I tell you, I just got to see that thing. The water, it was so bright that you could see him come out of the deep and you'd see him last second, and just the hardest part was being patient and not setting the hook before they actually got it in their mouth. So I mean, it was a great day. Got some sun, and the number one goal of mine when taking trips, when camping, when doing that, I had the whole river to myself. I had one drift boat go by. That was it. I didn't have to talk to people, didn't have to see people. So even if I didn't catch a single fish, it was an absolutely great day. Now I think it's time to stoke up a fire, make some food. So we have that. Now you just kind of got to pick your go-to coals. So we'll essentially just grab these, break them up, get them in there, and really it should only take a few coals to get them, get your food warm. So we're just gonna stick our stuff on top of that. There it is. Oh. Hot and ready. That's all you gotta do. From fire to plate. Pretty quick, pretty easy. All right, morning of day 2. Right now we're fueled up on a strawberry banana body armor and Pop-Tart. But we got both rods set up. We're doing a double dry on the one, and then we're gonna have that kind of double nymph rig on the other. But again, I mean, birds are chirping, sun's out, got a heavy dose of sunscreen on my face. Let's do it. And you see how shallow it is, and then boom, it just drops, which that's perfect for us. So we're starting with our little double nymph rig, and we're gonna be fishing the edge of that drop off. So bugs are gonna get washed down. That's gonna be deeper, cooler water for these fish. It's usually a little bit slower the deeper you get. So we're gonna start with that and see how it goes. All right, just like that, we moved up and we're hitting on just the outside of this heavier ripple. Not the biggest, it's probably the smallest one I got, but a fish is a fish. There's our cutthroat. There she goes. Seen 3 fish come up. That's plenty for me to say it's time to switch to a dry. I have a Parachute Adams, which is good. There's a lot of mayflies and all that kind of stuff around here. Parachute Adams does a good job of just imitating multiple bugs. And then I got a big chubby Chernobyl. So it's time to have some fun. Yep, because they're starting to come up. Oh, I just missed one. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I probably missed it. Damn. That is a solid fish. Water. That wind picked up, so it might be kind of hard. There. Oh, I know you. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now I'm all tangled. I should get us something. Come on now. There we go. Oh, I hope I got that one. There we are. We're hooked up. Oh, the hook came out. But there's another one right there. Nice cutty. The one time, look at that. Holy smokes. The one time I'm not filming the bite, this thing came up and absolutely obliterated this fly. That is amazing. He's going for another. That is so cool. Again, like super beautiful fish. There she goes. Holy smokes. There's a bobber over here. Look there. This kind of looks like a hybrid. I just caught a regular rainbow, like a normal. So I don't know. 12 to 14. There it goes. And that's a solid fish. Look at that. Off he goes. All right, we got a cut bow. And you see it's got the cutthroat, but the rainbow. What a fun time. The only way to end a fishing trip is with a steak on the fire. So we got the same thing. We got coals underneath it cooking it. Gonna have us a good steak. Not the best angle, but our steak is done. Let it cool down a little bit. So now it is time to open and see how bad we messed up. Oh yeah. All right, there she is right there. Yep. So we got butter, garlic, and herbs. Let's give her a quick little taste test. You got this, you got this. Yep. Got a little bit of pink on there. That's the only way to end a successful fishing and camping trip. God bless America. All right, it is morning of day 3. We have packed her on up. We're gonna go do a little bit more exploring, maybe find another spot and do one more night somewhere else. I mean, everything we came to do on this trip, get away from people, catch some fish, cook some good food, we've done it. We're gonna do some driving, do some exploring, maybe have the opportunity to catch some more fish. So I mean, we'll see. But yeah, now it's time to close her on up and see what else we can find. One last big reminder before I leave. We don't have the privilege of these free camping areas around the US very much anymore. Like true camping areas, not just, you know, going off into the middle of woods where no one knows you are. So I mean, leave them better than you find them, or else we're gonna get to the point where everything is just a concrete slab and you have to pay $30, $40 a night. So I'm like, I just drove here, didn't have to make a reservation. Drove here, found a spot, camped for 2 days, not at a single cost to me. So leave these places better than you find them before we don't have them anymore. But yeah, now it's time to go do a little bit more exploring. drove around, we checked some stuff out. We're gonna be in the same general area. New outfit, got everything. Something quick and easy. We're just gonna run a dry dropper. I don't know how much time I'm gonna actually be fishing, but yeah, we'll see. All right, we're hooked up already, steady peel and drag. We got a pretty nice cutthroat, came up on the Chernobyl chub. So we'll see. I mean, he's got the rod bent and he's just steady peeling. So we got to try and get this fish in. It's not really a place without current I can work into. And I'm working 5X tippet. The definition of choked. Look at that. That fly is all the way in there. Look at that fish. That's a beautiful fish. Again, this is a freaking toad. Look at it. There it goes. Awesome. All right, we got another good one in the net. Absolutely choked that chubby. Now we got to get it out. Another nice, big, healthy fish. Let's get her. Look at that, 15 inches. Whoop. Look at that fish. There it goes. What a morning. Look at the view too. I mean, the word of the day is toad. We have got them figured out. Another big one. What a day. All right. There she is. Another about 15 incher. Get her back in there. Gone. That's awesome. All right, last fish of the trip. Nice, probably 14, 15 incher. Nice 14, 15 inch cutthroat. Not bad. All right. Last fish of the trip. Get her on in there and out of here. All right, we are officially heading out. I'm probably gonna make a pit stop or two. I don't know if I'll film any of that stuff. I'm still getting used to this whole filming stuff. And I don't want this video to be super long. I'm still trying to get the hang of it and figure things out, but yeah, if this is it, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. We are going to get better as videos go on. So you can leave comments of what you have suggestions as far as maybe cameras and camera angles, the kind of content and the things that you want to see. But if you do like this and you want to be here along for the ride as we grow and get better and we have more adventures, leave a like, subscribe, go follow the Not So Professional Outdoors Instagram page, and yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, leave comments for things that you want to see, things you think could improve, and then yeah, go follow our Instagram page as well. With that being said, I am Carson, and this was our first official Not So Professional Outdoors video. Thank you for tagging along, and I will see you next time.